It has been a while since I've made a video, and the main reason is because I was moving house. A little bit different to my old house, not a recorder to be seen, nice and tidy. That doesn't mean I got rid of the recorders. In my study, I have a selection of the higher quality machines, such as the Studas and the Negras, along with the selection of tapes. Just a handful of machines that I don't want to put into damp storage. Again, more Studas and Ferrographs and TX. And then a handful of portables, such as the little Negras, on a small display shelf. All in all, there's hardly any tape recorders in the house. But then this house has a nice big garage. I have a little bit of space issue in this garage at the moment because I've got my kit car and I've got my friend's kit car, and currently the tape recorders are being stored in here as I get to tidying up, because all of this is literally box loads of bits and pieces out of the old place, apart from the Tonschreiber, which is there and there. We got behind it graphic equalizers, an amplifier for listening to sound, power supplies, variable transformers, signal generators, our own floods and meters. And we've even got, under that red thing there, an oil bath and a normal water sink. Currently, as mentioned, these machines aren't really on display, but some of the big machines are being put against the wall here. The VTR ones are still in storage, waiting to be brought over. A couple of new machines which haven't been featured yet. Once I get it up and running, I'm sure I'll make a video of that. The big 24-channel digital tape recorder, and the Philips's seen in my older videos, BTR2s and the TL90s. And you might be able to see from the pictures here, there are a lot of machines that just haven't yet been covered. For instance, there's an early Philips that I've got on YouTube, not as old as this one. There's littler machines such as the Tambergs there, Series 1s and 2, Series 2s and 3s, and that's the old EMI ME recorder, levers rich. The wire recorder that's been seen in the videos, a few videos, the Philips that's been on the videos. I haven't done much in the way of modern tape recorders such as the TX. I've got X1000s, 2000s, blacks and silvers, the Philips N4450, one of the first 10.5-inch machines I ever bought, some Ferrographs, projects like this little UHA, well, big UHA, the 631, which currently has a electrical fault which doesn't work. Hasn't worked since the day I've had it. One of those to-do lists, and that's been on the to-do list now for probably about 3 years. But now I've got the space to work. Well, once I've tidied up, I've got the space to work on all this stuff. I'll be able to hopefully put tables with shelves on top of them up and down the garage, and be able to put all these machines, all these levers riches, on displays. Another great feature about this garage is that it has a loft, a big loft. And although it isn't very full at the moment, there's a few boxes up here. Anybody who knows me or who's ever been to my house will wonder how I managed to get all of this into a tiny one-bedroom bungalow. Not only have I managed to get everything I had in my bungalow, practically everything into the garage alone, bar things like clothes, beds, televisions and stuff like that, and computers. I'll manage to get it all into this garage and still be able to fit a kit car or two. This loft hatch is big enough to get the kit cars through. I very much doubt that I'll be doing that. The rosettes of the previous owner. The gentleman who owned this place used to race Le Mans racing cars, part of a professional racing team. When I first came in here, there was a Lola T70 exotic car. Beautiful car, very impractical, as in for road use. It was designed to do the Le Mans 24-hour race rather than be used on the road. And apparently the car was valued at over 500,000. Some of the machines tucked away, like a Fostix A2, a Levers Rich Series C, serial number 105, so very early. Pioneer RT909 and 707. TX 700R. There's a Truvox underneath there, an old stereo Truvox. More, again with the Levers Riches and the EMI tape recorders. A perfect, is that Perfecto? Yeah, I think that's a Perfecto there. Butoba hand-driven tape recorder. Another one, a Mayhack hand-driven. In there's a very unusual Tesla tape recorder, very early. It's got an unusual head block that goes up the centre of the machine rather than the standard sort of like tape recorders. Very early, the earliest Tesla I've ever seen. And then we've got machines that were left up in the loft in my old place which were bagged. That's in there. There's a PS US military, Navy military tape recorder. It's got the US seal, as in military seal anchor. A wire recorder, a Webster wire recorder, which is functional. Little 5 chords. Tandberg stereo, so that's probably a Tandberg 64X. An old Philips Pro 21. These ones here, the EL3505s, there was 2 different versions of it, the valve version and the transistor version. And later on found out the difference is the Pro 20 and Pro 21s. Revox G36 underneath there, very nice machine, I like the sound on them. Got all sorts of little Ackeyes, 44 Universal, Bell from America, and got the cheapy Sony TC377 tucked down there, little old Philips. There really is so many machines here that I just haven't been featured on any of my other videos that I just haven't had chance to get around to or the time to do. It's like in the window there, we've got a couple of TX and a couple of Sonys. The idea of this room is I can put all the machines I use on a regular basis in here. This was actually a machine that I had on eBay for ages. I wasn't particularly too keen on selling the 812. I've had one before. Wasn't such a great machine in my opinion compared to what else I had. I mean, if I didn't have the likes of, say, like the A820, I would have kept my original A812. But I sold my A812 and I did regret it, and I bought another one. And I put it on eBay to help myself get the money towards the house. And luckily, I managed to make enough money so I didn't need to sell that machine. An Agra T.